Right, so I'm gonna work on getting the vent window put back together for the rear door. Um, Basically, got that's the window. This is the little rubber gasket, and that's the frame. Um, this that bit right there kind of goes down inside the door, and the window actually the uppy downy window, the big window, kind of like slides up and down that channel. I'm actually going to be gluing some felt in there later, but we'll get to that when we get to that. So the basic process here is, I already took out the old seal, which was like horrible, uh, pain in the ass. It was all hardened and crappy, so it took quite a while to chisel that out of there with a screwdriver, basically. And so the process to get this guy back in there is to basically start putting the gasket in, but then right as you get to the end, before you get to the end, meaning like before you put the top, where the top of the window goes through up here, before you put that part in, slide the window in down through here, and then wrestle the gasket over the top of the peg that goes through there, and then kind of wrestle the window into the frame. And I'll do a time lapse of that so you can watch me wrestling. Yeah, so that's basically it. The gasket just kind of fits around the window as you'd expect. One thing, I don't know if this was noticeable in the time lapse or not, but like uh, there's this little doodad right here that fits in there that can basically stops the window from opening up too far. Just kind of like wedges in there so that it stops the window from opening up. The other rear window, I actually had to take this thingy out. That's like a little washer that fits right underneath there. The reason why I took it out is because that was really the only way that I could get the window back in. And yeah, I guess, it's a little bit of a cheat, but, there you go. Yeah, suppose that's it. Next step is I'm going to be gluing felt into here, like the little mohair crud in there, so that the window, has a nice little home for it. As I was finishing up this, I was like, man, maybe I should have done the felt first, because now I've got a window in there. Anyways, these things happen. Right, so gonna go ahead and glue this new felt junk into the little channel on the back of the vent window. It's pretty easy process, or like conceptually easy, anyways. It's something that's sort of fiddly. But yeah, basically you buy this junk in a big long strip. Reap, reap, and then you measure it so that it fits into this little groove and like a little U, because it's basically going to be hugging the window, and then glue it in there. And at the recommendation of my father-in-law, who's been working on classic cars since they were called cars, uh, he recommended that I use spray adhesive on the back of the felt and then rubber cement in the actual channel. to hold it in there real good. I'm not going to say I'm real great at this yet, but you know, it'll at least make things a little more watertight. Oh, one thing that I forgot to mention: the reason why I'm gluing these things in instead of using the thing that came with the Fusic kit, which is the thing that came with the Fusic kit is actually replacement channels. The whole metal bit is what came with the Fusic kit. Um, if you look in here, you can kind of see there's rivets that hold these in, which I was kind of expecting. Like there's, you know, you just kind of drill them out and put new rivets in there. However, these particular ones have been in there for like 70 years. So like they're fused in there real good. There's no wiggle at all. And I didn't feel super comfortable tearing those out of there because I didn't want to mess up the window frame. So I just went ahead and cleaned out all the old mohair felt that was in there, kind of sanded it down, you know, with the little doohickey that I bought for the Dremel tool, and you know, to make it ready to glue, and then I'm just kind of gluing in new felt. Not probably the best way, but you know, it works. So I don't know, maybe I'll do a stop motion, we'll see. All right, well, that's pretty straightforward. Yeah, you can see like there's some extra that kind of sticks up over the edge. I'm going to come back and trim that off here in a minute. I'm just kind of letting it dry. And there's really nothing special about trimming it. I just kind of like go along very carefully with a pair of scissors and trim it off. I don't know if I've got a great angle to be able to show that in a time lapse. We'll see. Yeah. All right, that's pretty much it. Well, I didn't really do a time lapse of me trimming that, but I did go ahead and trim it. I mean, the time lapse wasn't much, if anything. Yeah, just trimmed it down, waited for the glue dry and trimmed it down. That's pretty much it. Is it the most beautiful thing I've done? No. But, you know, we'll keep the window cozy warm at night.